That's kind of wanted to document this. I got a call. I was at Fletcher and 12th at the racetrack. Got a call, Preserve Walk Lane, and this chick on the radio is begging, please, somebody come up here. There's some guy's been calling for 45 minutes. Come up here. The address is a cardiologist. I'm asking, and once you take the call, then you kind of realize the joke's on you. They'll beg you to help them. Then when you help them, they'll screw you. Then as I get up here, trying to get any contact information for this guy, if he was really ever here at all. Which establishment is he at? I don't need the answer. I don't know. You know, it's like it's a game that they play over and over and over. I don't know if it's an employee at one of these other businesses, have been driving around, nobody here. More than likely, the guy left hours ago, if he was over here at all. And back there is Link's Tap Room. You go there and the employees just kind of look at you like, what are you talking about? And this is over and over and over. Like, they won't, if you're in New Tampa, they don't give you calls in New Tampa. You have to drive out and then drive back up. And every other time you come up here, this is what happens. Nobody is there. And you're up here, they're trying to get you to take calls back in that Suitcase City area. I've grabbed enough. I'm back home now, but I've recorded that I took that call for one reason and one reason only, just to demonstrate the kind of people that we're dealing with. So that she was on the radio begging, somebody please help me. The guy keeps calling and calling and calling. He's trying to get home. And as soon as I take the call, I mean, all that stops. There's silence, and suddenly the guy's not magically on the phone. He's 9 kilometers away. I drive all the way up to Fletcher to New Tampa. As soon as I get up there, I find that the address isn't even good. It's a cardiologist. And not only is the guy not on the phone, but she can't get him on the phone. And not only can she not get him on the phone, she really didn't know where the guy was to begin with, if he was there at all. That's why really, they're not trustworthy people. You can't stretch for them. You can't go a long distance for a call for them. Every other time, they're going to screw you and you're just burning gas. And which is a real shame. I think the businesses in this town is so mismanaged. It's a shame. They charge us $500 a week for that kind of service, and maybe they got a channel scanner. That way I can monitor the frequency. I've had that for years. That way I can monitor the frequency while I'm in the house. I can kind of keep touch on what they're saying. Maybe she'll speak up. She sounds like a bright, hard-working young lady. Just keep in mind that they only make $8 an hour. That's not really enough to live on. So in order for them to survive, they have to shake down drivers like me for cash. And they want to sell calls. Like that same girl called me up one day, trying to sell me a call over the phone, which is, I'm sure, some kind of crime, racketeering, some kind of corruption. They're not supposed to do that. They have a dispatching system. They're supposed to dispatch those calls over that system evenly and fairly to everybody. They're not supposed to just play favorites to one driver or whatever. I think you know what I'm trying to say, but that's not the way the system's supposed to work. And keep in mind, there's like 13% unemployment in Hillsborough County, the Tampa Bay area. These jerks can't lease out their cabs. And people should be begging for a cab in the city. This is a tourist town. The business should be good here. And also keep in mind, I drove for Yellow Cab for on and off about 25 years. That's a family operation owned by a family called the Minardi's, and they're pretty much the only people, as far as I know, in Hillsborough County, they have the right to put a cab on the street. So if you want to lease a cab, you pretty much have to lease from them. Now I'm working for a company called United. And United Cab, they're a corporation, I think, out of Miami. And that same family, the Minardi family, is on the board of United. So they really couldn't care less, which those are only two companies in this area, in Hillsborough County. And they really couldn't care. If you get mad at one company, go drive for it. It makes no difference to them. They've got it locked down, no matter which way you go. And they really don't, as long as they get their money, whether you get picked up or not, really couldn't care less. They're going to get their money anyways. You pay the lease, or they'll take the cab back.